Nicki Minaj, she went on another Twitter rant and she still got Jay-Z and Roc Nation in every tweet. She be wilding on them. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never seen nobody come at Jay-Z this hard.
I'm like,
Two figures who once looked like enemies are now moving in a way that feels coordinated. And what makes it even more unsettling isn't just their alignment. It's the number of powerful names now being pulled into the situation. At first, most people dismissed everything as another typical rap feud, a loud clash of egos that would burn out in a few days. But then things started lining up in a way that didn't feel random anymore. A viral Grammy night meme suddenly ignites controversy. A legal claim surfaces with unexpected political connections. And a newly released set of documents tied to Jeffrey Epstein includes a single detail that shifts the entire conversation. At the center of it all is Nicki Minaj. What once sounded like scattered accusations now starts to look more coordinated. Her album rollout suddenly stalls. A major podcast linked to the story goes quiet after reported threats. And at the same time, internal conflicts inside Roc Nation begin surfacing publicly. But the real tension isn't coming from direct responses. It's coming from silence. Because the system surrounding Jay-Z doesn't always need to respond to accusations. It can simply redirect the narrative, shaping perception before critics even get a chance to speak. And that's what makes this moment different. This isn't just about attention or money. It's about influence. Because when one figure starts questioning power structures, and another begins preparing legal defenses, the reaction from the industry becomes just as important as the accusations themselves. The real question isn't whether everything being said can be proven. It's what happens to the people who try.
So what happens now is this is simply a civil complaint. And in a civil complaint, it goes through the technical legal process. Now, the distinction, Jessica, between civil and criminal, of course, is that civil is for monetary damages, right? The system can only reward you with money. There's allegations that this 13-year-old is suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, suffered depression, etc. So now you go to fact find.
Everything shifted the moment that Grammy night meme went viral. It featured Jay-Z, Aaliyah, and Beyoncé, paired with a message that immediately divided the internet. But this wasn't just another controversial post. According to insiders, it was a calculated move. Because for months, Nicki Minaj had been documenting what she described as industry interference, from suppressed social media reach to more serious allegations about surveillance. At first, many dismissed those claims, but the timing started raising eyebrows. Just days before the meme, new documents connected to Jeffrey Epstein were released, and one detail quietly mentioned Jay-Z alongside Harvey Weinstein. The claim itself wasn't verified, but the timing made it impossible to ignore. Suddenly, Nicki's earlier statements didn't feel as random. They felt prepared. Some insiders believe the meme wasn't aimed at fans or even politics. They believe it was directed at someone much closer to the situation, Beyoncé. At the same time, another moment from the past began resurfacing. The Super Bowl halftime show decision. When Kendrick Lamar was selected over Lil Wayne, the announcement seemed normal on the surface. But Nicki Minaj reacted strongly, accusing the system behind the decision of playing favorites. What made it more interesting was the reaction of Jason Lee. Someone who had previously criticized Nicki suddenly changed his tone. Instead of mocking her, he began questioning how these decisions were actually being made. Then, according to reports, he received multiple warning calls. He even hinted publicly that if something happened to him, people should pay attention. Shortly after that, he went silent. When he returned, his perspective had completely shifted. He wasn't dismissing Nicki anymore. He was suggesting there might be something bigger happening behind the scenes.
Apparently, Nicki Minaj has dragged Jay-Z to filth. She blasts him for being evil and spiteful.
This is where the financial side of the story starts to matter. Nicki Minaj has repeatedly claimed that she is owed a significant payout related to the sale of Tidal. But recently, the way she's framing that claim has changed. It's no longer just about money. It's about what she describes as control. Back in 2015, Jay-Z acquired Tidal. Years later, a major stake was sold for hundreds of millions. Artists like Nicki, Beyoncé, and Rihanna were reportedly tied to ownership percentages. But according to Nicki, the final payouts didn't reflect those expectations. The dispute, insiders say, may not just be about the amount. It may be about the agreements attached to it. Specifically, non-disclosure clauses that could prevent artists from speaking openly about how decisions were made behind the scenes. That includes how artists are promoted and how others quietly disappear from the spotlight. Meanwhile, another element complicates the situation. A tip connected to Jeffrey Epstein files mentions Jay-Z alongside Harvey Weinstein in an alleged incident. The claim itself is thin and unverified, but its timing, arriving alongside Nicki's escalating accusations, amplified its impact. What stood out even more was the response, or rather, the lack of one. Instead of directly addressing the claim, attention shifted elsewhere. Old clips of Nicki's past controversies began resurfacing. Social media narratives reframed her as unpredictable. But one person stopped following that script: Jason Lee. After years of criticizing Nicki, he suddenly presented her as part of a larger system, suggesting that the real story wasn't about her behavior, but about power. Around the same time, 50 Cent added fuel to the fire. He resurfaced an old lyric associated with Jay-Z and paired it with a provocative message. On the surface, it looked like trolling, but the timing suggested something else. A test. Because in moments like this, even a joke can function as pressure.
There may be some validity in what she be saying about how people be switching up on her all the time. Cause girl, what?
Some of the most controversial claims in this situation come from Nicki Minaj herself. She has publicly suggested that her social media accounts were interfered with, and even raised concerns about surveillance. On their own, those claims might sound extreme, but what caught attention was the pattern surrounding them. She shared screenshots showing unusual activity on her devices, apps running in the background that she didn't recognize. Then, within days, a legal case surfaced involving Desiree Perez's daughter, Day Hadley. In that lawsuit, serious accusations were made about monitoring and controlling artists using company resources. The case itself hasn't been widely covered, but the timing raised questions. It appeared just as tensions between Nicki and Roc Nation were escalating legally. At the same time, past industry stories began resurfacing. Artists like Blue Cantrell and Maya were brought back into conversations about how careers can suddenly stall. In both cases, their decline was previously explained in simple terms. Now, some observers are re-examining those narratives, looking for patterns, looking for connections. Even events like the Super Bowl halftime decision started being viewed differently. What was officially described as a creative choice began to be interpreted by some as something more strategic. A signal, a message. Whether those interpretations are accurate or not is still unclear. But what is clear is this: the conversation has shifted. It's no longer just about individual conflicts. It's about systems, influence, and the possibility that certain decisions inside the industry carry consequences far beyond what the public sees.
If you're a halfway intelligent person, when do you start questioning how lucky some keep getting?
Right.
Sabesi Zayada disturbing cheese accusations kud nahi hain. Baki unk around Joe Silence high. Jab Nicki Minaj any Paley bar claim kia ku uski reach suppress ho rahi high. Industry any use paranoia kh car dismiss car dia. Jab Jason Lee any threat calls ka zikr kia. Logon any use clout chasing bol dia. Or jab documents tied to Jeffrey Epstein me Jay-Z ka nam aya. Koi denial hi nahi dia gaya. BS silence. Or yahi silence the sol power ka signal hoda high. Kyuki jab system itna strong ho jay. To use defend karn ki zerat nahi hodi. Wo surf narrative ko shift kar to high. Or log kud hideout karna shurukar deet hain. Lekin up cracks nazar ain lage hain. 50 Cent ka lyrical pressure. Jason Lee ka sudden shift. Or Nicki ka legal stance. Yasab ek dusser se coordinated nahi lagged. Lekin sab ek high direction me point car rahi hain. Ek structure ki taraf. Or wo structure ab hilta hua lag raha high. Lekin asli bot court me ki approve hoda high ya nahi high. Asli sol ya high. Kia haga jab wo log jo ab tak chup they. Bolna shuru karden? Or furbot addy high contracts key. Jab title ka deal hua or stake sell hua. Uskisath kuch conditions be attached t. Nicki katim ka kana haiku issue surf paisan kanahi the. Issue the silence ka. Non-disparagement agreements, Joe artists ko rock deet hain openly bolnesi. Surf financial details nahi. Baki pura system discuss karnesi. Kaun promote hoda high. Kaun quietly disappear hoda high. Or Joe sign nahi karta. Wo system ku against kara reda high. Nicki any sign nahi kia. Or shayad isiliya, wo ubi be bol rahi high. Baki, unhan any deal lili. Or furchup hoge. Ya coincidence nahi lagda. Ya design lagda high. System ko careers destroy karn ki zerat nahi hodi. You say surf silence karidna hoda high. Or sab se scary bot. Nicki shayad paley high Joe ubitak kari high.
Jay?
Yeah.
At this point? Nah, I would want, why?
Title ka deal surf ek business move nahi the. Yak blueprint the. Power ka. Control ka. Or silence ka. Jab Jay-Z any apna major stake sell kia. Reports commutabic contracts me ace clauses, they Joe artists ko effectively restrict Cardi Thay. Surf finances discuss karna nahi. Baki broader business practices tak bot lujana be risky hojada. Kais deals banti hain. Kaun blacklist hoda high. Kaun push hoda high. Agar yesab sahi high. To fur silence accidental nahi. Structural high. Or fur ek or layer ad hodi high. Documents tied to Jeffrey Epstein me ek anonymous tip Jime Jay-Z or Harvey Weinstein ka nam at a high. Claim weak high. Verified nahi. Lekin timing? Wo ignore karna mushkil hojada high. Especially jab isi whacked. Nicki legal pressure create car rahi ho. 50 Cent purane lyrics dubera surface car raha ho. Or fursing. Silence. Na denial. Na legal response. Surf wait and watch. Ya confidence be ho sakta high. Or calculation be. Lekin for ek or development sab could shift karta high. Desiree Perez key daughter. Day Hadley. Ek lawsuit file Cardi high. Jime claims Hain ku artists ko monitor kia jarahada. Agar ye allegations sach Hain. Defer. Shadow banning. Surveillance claims. Threat calls. Ya sabalag incidents nahi rot. Yak pattern ban jada high. Or jab patterns ban jade Hain. Tab narratives change hone lagged Hain. Past artists Jay's Blue Cantrell or Maya ku cases be dobara discuss hone lagged Hain. Unki careers ka sudden slow down observe coincidence nahi lagda. Log patterns dekna shuru kar deet hain. Or Nicki ka claim? Observe allegation nahi lagda. Ek warning lagda high.
I'm not crazy or none of that. It's like, I just want the truth, and it's so hard to get it from the courts. And it seems like Jay-Z don't want to say anything. So, I don't want to see him go down for something that you could have just got taken care of. That's it.
Story ka political angle surfside detail nahi high. Yashayad endgame ho sakta high. Jab Nicki Minaj any apni fans ko political voting ku ha lse strong statement dia. Wo surf emotional reaction nahi lag rahada. Kuch lagan commutabic ya ek signal the. Ek shift. Kyuki ab narrative surf music industry tak limited nahi raha. Abat ho rahi high. Power. Influence. Or control key. Reports Yebi suggest Cardi Hain ku kuch log ISS issue ko broader political framework me frame karn ki koshish kar rahi Hain. Or fur random lane whale elements suddenly connected lane lagged Hain. Paternity claims. Legal disputes. Public statements. Sabek larger narrative build Cardi Hugh Nazar 8 Hain. Or is narrative ka center kia high? Control over truth. Kaun decide karta high kia sach high? Kaun decide karta high kaun credible high? Kyuki system ka sab se powerful weapon yanahi ku wo accusations ko prove ya disprove care. Baki ya ku wo logon ko convince kar de ku accusations high real nahi hain. Lekin ab situation change ho rahi high. 50 Cent pressure build car raha high. Jason Lee apni stance change car chuka high. Or Nicki Minaj openly challenge car rahi high. Ya coordinated nahi lagda. Lekin aligned lagda high. Or jab multiple directions se pressure at a high. To strongest systems be shake hone lagged hain. A real question ya high. Kitney or log hain jo ubitak chup hain? Or kia hoga jab wo be bolna shuru karden? Kyuki agar yes sab surface high. To andar kia high? Or agar yes system itna powerful high. To furya crack kyun ho raha high? Comments me apni theory drop karo. Kyuki yes story ubi kadam nahi hui. Ya ubi shuru hui high. Fire.